Alright, and go.
Who's messaging? Sorry.
Hello and welcome to Talk Time Anime. I'm your host Luca, and I'm joined by Jordan
Hello.
and Iman.
Hello.
Today we're going to be reviewing and discussing chapter 283 of My Hero Academia. So last time we ended on a very concerning panel of Gigantomachia about to level a town.
Yep.
Yeah, literally.
And this week we return to basically the aftermath of that, where
So
we have
bad.
well, first we
Should
learn
we talk
that
about the cover
the
page?
students are all safe.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
But they inform us that the pros have taken very heavy losses.
Not-
Bronze.
Yeah.
And
Majestic.
Majestic, he was clutch. For the
Yeah,
student,
yeah.
Like,
It was like,
Yes. I'm gonna be really sad if Majestic is actually dead, because he's
Yeah.
like the perfect mentor for Momo.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
And she only just got him.
Mhm.
Like, it'd
Like,
be peak
I
if
think
she lost him straight away.
Like, I think he suits her more than the other one. You know, the first time she did the work experience.
Yeah.
Much more, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this one
And
actually.
like
you've
the,
already-
the Class B student he's
Ken.
got as well.
Yeah.
um,
Oh yeah, the other one. Yeah.
The one who like separates her body
Yeah.
to
Body, yeah.
to Kage or something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's been pretty good as well, and
Yeah,
he just seems like a really good teacher.
Teacher,
But
yeah.
The issue is the panel we saw. It looks like, I don't know if he's dead or not. Like, he did get like pretty much look like he's getting crushed. You know what I mean?
Because I
Like,
still don't know. Are they still on the little?
I don't know. Or
things? So maybe he's alive, but
or
the whole
or
like,
did they get?
why he just got wiped
Or
out?
did they just get wiped out along the trail? You know, like,
Trail,
because
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm 100%
Yeah.
sure like half of them are dead. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because the panel we got of, or the little picture we got of Fat Gum and Tamaki as well, didn't actually. I mean,
Clarify.
I'm assuming they're still alive.
I would
like,
think
Yeah.
I would think Fat
Still
Gam.
proven
I would
otherwise.
think he would survive it definitely.
I'm really
can't.
interested who's gone and not like.
Mm.
I hope. Well, in a way, I'm obviously don't want them to die, but then like, if they all survive and only the fodder die, that's kind of sad.
Because
I
like
don't know,
obviously you
it's
still got like, you know, everything that's happened to like Mount Lady, Camo Woods, and everything. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
are they still like?
yeah,
Are
we
they
don't
just?
know
Are
what's
they
going
still
on
like
with
done
Gang
and
Walker
dusted?
either.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
And like the only
Everything's
one,
just falling
the
apart.
only like major hero that seems to be in the town is President Mike. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like everyone else is off fighting. So
Fighting.
I don't know.
Even Mineta looking shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, they like sedated him and then watched him like mutate into this
Mutate.
Yeah, so he's
completely
involved.
new-
So it's like yeah,
new form.
he's
form,
immune.
yeah.
It's like he's become immune to it. But like,
Mhm.
there's always that
The whole-
one little hope that it kicks in.
It kicks in or some shit.
Like,
yeah, of course.
but I like I said, I don't know if it will ever.
Will
kick
yeah.
in.
Gigantomachia.
Yeah.
Man. Jeez.
It might slow him down a little bit,
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah.
The thing is, there could be like a major moment where he's like frozen or something,
Yeah.
and then like someone gets a hit on him. I don't know, something.
like-
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
Something might help. or like,
I can't think the sedative won't do anything at all. I feel like it will come in sometime.
yeah. Because at the moment
He's just
you can't see
on
anything
such a
stopping
high
him.
right now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
the adrenaline. Yeah, but
Yeah, yeah.
as he's rampaging through, you also have the
Oh my
villains.
God.
You have the villains.
Yeah.
That panel of them. They look like nothing's
Oh.
happened to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and my guy Darby he's just like grinning as hell. He's just like everyone's gonna get. He's gonna
Absolutely
wreck.
loving
He's
it.
gonna wreck shit
Yeah.
up. He knows the villains are winning this. Like
No,
ultimately,
yeah. The way he just laughs is like it's like he's in his own little
like
fantasy.
even the
like,
even the doctor,
living
even the doctor, he's saying like it's over for you lot. Like
yeah.
Giganta, like he's literally gonna follow his master's order till the end. He
To
will.
the end.
He'll do whatever he needs to. Like that's he's basically
Absolute
implying that
machine.
you guys are all screwed.
Screwed.
In a
Everyone
nutshell.
in them towns mentioned before is
That's what I'm saying, because they don't have
You're
enough
gone.
heroes. There's not going to be enough heroes to stop him. Like,
stop him. No. Like
Like,
I mean, we've
legit.
already had like I don't know, man. Like it's insane. Like
The fact that like Dabby is so happy
mm,
at the moment makes
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
believe even more that he was like part of that same program that Hawks was part of,
part of
and that's
yeah,
why he
yeah.
resents, Hero Society
Heroes.
so much, and
Mm.
why is he having so much fun watching it burn down.
Watching it burn
but in
down.
some ways, he's not even part of the villains in
Not
that
even.
sense either. He's just doing his own thing. He just doesn't give a shit. He just
I love the villains, man.
Darby is definitely one of my favorite villains. Like honestly.
Yeah.
Before Shiggy got his little upgrade.
I'm still sad. For
we saw the was it Mirako, didn't we?
Oh, yes. Of course. Yeah.
I don't know who was carrying her. I haven't got a clue who that was.
No.
But I liked what he was saying to her. Stay alive. Because if we win this, then it's your win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just staying alive counts as a win, as it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. After all this, but it's just without her, this would have been much worse. But then and then he got the Shiggy panel though.
Yeah.
My boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shiggy, like I told you, we actually got. We actually got one wholesome panel of Shoto helping Endeavor.
Yes, because he's like
down.
He's my eyes to cool down. He was helping out Ryoku earlier. That's why he's kind of a bit behind, as well.
Yeah.
And then Bakugo looks genuinely concerned for Deku's mental state at the moment.
because obviously Gran Torino's in the ground, just in the little crater, and then Deku's just he's just snapped, hasn't he?
That Deku panel actually gave me goosebumps.
I did but actually, just before that, because obviously they're trying to stop the bleeding on his leg right now.
Of course, yeah.
So they're more concerned about how they're going to stop that. But I don't. It's just But yeah, going back to Deku, he just,
oh my god. When what's his name? Rocklock. Was it Rocklock?
Yeah, Rocklock. Yeah.
It was and he's just run.
Yeah.
And he's
No.
Tells him
that
no. And it's
that
what?
bit was the moment. Honestly. And then he just whips it. He literally whips it out. I
like Shiggy's little line though. Just the warp time to die.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is what we're talking. But this is what. So with Shiggy, this is what I've been talking about the last couple of weeks. It already predict that his body's going to start failing on him because his body's not ready. Yeah. It was mentioned that it's like the same thing as Deku when he got his powers all at once, and Shiggy's body was only. In the incubator, whatever, is only at 75%. So 5%. His body's not even going to be fully adjusted to it. Yeah, even though he has all the powers, but it's not it's like that glass where it'll break easily if he just
Yeah. He's lucky that he had the hyper regeneration.
But I still think, even with the regeneration, I still think it's still going to stop him.
He can't keep.
Because that's still part of his powers.
This is the difference between Ulf 1 and 1 It's that with Deku and his multiple quirks, he's been able to tackle one at a time.
Yeah.
Whereas Shiggy's just been overloaded all at once.
Exactly. It's kind of when we talk about decadence with the limiters and all that. He's just released everything. He's pushing his body beyond its limits right now.
Yeah.
He even said it himself. He's running on adrenaline, pretty much. He should have been knocked cold from just Deku's hit earlier.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just
you know what I mean. But
Harvey looks like half his face was ripped off before, and now it's fucking back to.
But yeah, but the next bit with Deku, honestly, that just came out of nowhere. This is the main protagonist's powers. He he amplified the Black Whip and he grabbed onto everyone, and then it's oh bro, that shit, and the fact that he was using float. That was his next thing he's meant to use. But I think he's subconsciously, because of his anger, he's just using it at that moment.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. That's probably what they'll use as an explanation for it. Kind of annoyed because I wanted my boy Shiggy to get.
Yeah, you wanted, but I thought it was good for Deku though, for this little bit though. And then he's this is where
it was a nice panels. But
we were saying earlier that float for Nana probably wasn't the greatest quirk in the world, but in this situation, up against Shiggy, who can decay the ground and everything that it touches, it's perfect.
It's kind of compared to I mentioned before, it's kind of like Mirio, where he had to make his quirk a lot better. He had to actually make it good.
So it's probably going to be more to float than we think.
But with float, but then we also saw Gran Torino. He they gave him that little moment, didn't he? He's using float. He's
using float. Yeah, that was wholesome. Although he should probably
referring
be dead,
to Nana, isn't he?
Sake.
He's referring to Nana, but he should be dead. But I reckon he still will die.
Yeah,
he will die. Yeah,
the man's been impaled.
They've hyped up Shigaraki, rightly so.
Yeah.
As this big monster, and if he doesn't even kill out of these 8 or 7 people or whatever it is, if he doesn't even kill the old man of the group, then for fuck's sake, what was the point?
The thing is, I think especially for Gran Torino, he's survived so much as it is. I'm surprised he survived this long, if I'm going to be honest. But I love the fact how Deku's like, now it's my turn to beat you while he's in midair. Honestly, that was like, this is the moment. We might get something here. I don't know if it'll be enough to like beat Shigaraki, or Shigaraki's own body will fail him, and this is where like that fight will probably stop there. Maybe I don't know.
I hope.
Or like we said, like if Gigantomachia, like if he comes in somehow later, I don't know. It's hard to say. There's so many scenarios.
Like if Shiggy can get one big punch on Deku, like Deku is so brittle. I think it's done there and then.
That's true.
It's just a matter of if he can hit him.
But the issue is like like I said, it's hard to tell whether. I don't know how it's hard to say because obviously Deku's gonna go all full.
It could go anywhere.
That's what I mean.
Go anywhere.
Like I said, and it's also down to.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that from that last panel. That does look very cool, by the way, with Deku. That isn't literally now that he's in the air to use his quirk. It isn't like a beatdown. I want Shiggy to I don't think Deku should beat Shiggy.
No, I think like in this scenario, I think the most logical thing is to take everyone away.
Wait, yeah.
While you have Float,
he just wants to smoke.
He does. That's why he wants to smoke. But this is again, I think this is also a matter of whose body will hold out, one for all for one. You know what I mean? Like whoever quirk can be stabilized in this scenario, and it's hard to say whether, like I said, they're both kind of running on adrenaline, but like Shiggy's also using his regeneration powers as well. So
and like when Black Whip first manifested, like it wasn't easy for Deku.
No.
So we could have like next chapter like Float just like switch on him like that.
That's what I mean. And the thing is, can you imagine if he would Float, if he amplifies it with his speed as well, like. Could you imagine how fast he could travel as well? If that is the case, you know what I mean. That probably is the most logical thing to run away with them, but he's not. He's gonna take on.
He wants to take him on, innit? But oh man, I think it's most likely what we were talking about earlier about like Gigantomachia might come in and save.
I'm also kind of curious to know what, because obviously you still have Shoto there and Bakugo there as well. I wonder whether they would do anything in this little moment as well.
Yeah, this is all.
I can imagine Bakugo is probably angry, being like,
you know what I mean?
Up.
Like he's gay. That's what I'm saying. I think he's gonna be more pissed off that Deku's saving him, if anything.
Saving him, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we know Bakugo is a bit of a tsundere in that sense.
Yeah, that's definitely happening next chapter.
he's like, even like in the OVA, you're my crutch. You're not actually You're not actually saving me as a hero. You're just a crutch.
Stop speaking. You're a crutch.
Yeah, like. I just love their relationship. Like it's like. It's his own kind of banter in that way, you know. Like
it is, yeah. It's his comedy in it.
Bakugo
way. He did look genuinely concerned.
He did look concerned because first of all, Deku's not being level-headed at the moment. He's just pure rage.
No, he's not.
And Deku's never been.
And that's like rich coming from Bakugo.
I know, because the guy wanted King Explosion Mode as his name. Just saying. I think the most used quote is "die." From him, like I don't know how I've lost how many times he says that. If anything, he seems more suited to be a villain than a hero at this point.
There are a few characters like that, though.
Yeah, but Bakugo is definitely the most extreme one, though, for that.
Bakugo's
I love it.
He has made me laugh. But that's definitely gonna happen. There's a break now.
Yeah. Although the other thing is, I don't, like I said, whether another hero would intervene in between Deku and Shigaraki as well. Whether they'll end up sacrificing themselves. Because that could still happen. That could still happen.
I mean, they said in not this chapter, but the last chapter that there weren't any heroes defending the towns that Giganto was going to run through because they were all fighting.
Yeah.
So like the only guy, or at least the only decent guy that I'm aware of who could potentially still be out there is Best Genius, but then that depends on whether or not you believe Hawks killed him or not.
Well, but he's also handicapped at the moment, maybe. Like, I don't know how much he can fight, really.
Well, I read that chapter back, and when he spoke to Hawks, he said, I'm going to be returning to the public soon.
Right. But my only concern is, like I said, he's missing half a lung as well. Like...
When I read that chapter back, he didn't seem too concerned about it.
To be fair,
turns out he can live with one lung.
The thing is, he could make an artificial lung out of his threads. You know, like if you're gonna go like really mad inside your body, like you can do that. Like
No, I for some reason I always thought he said about like he might retire, but obviously not.
No, I mean
that was a
I think at this point you can't, in the sense you can't retire because they've lost a similar piece. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know, like they can't lose any more heroes as it is. Like, I think that's.
I mean, they're looking very desperate.
It also depends on how you interpret the words. I'll be returning to the public. Like he might like have been planning on just making a statement to say he was retiring.
Yeah, we don't we don't fully know yet, like how mobile. Yeah. But either way, he has.
He didn't give anything away.
But like you said, like he's probably the only one that's pretty much about him and present Mike are like the only ones around there at the moment.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like I don't. It's hard to say who else. Like, and obviously All Might's just no more. Unless if he pulls out like a Walty, it's like he gets his powers back for like. Can you imagine like some bullshit where he just gets his battle back just for that fight?
Gets given a drug or some shit like injection.
Yeah.
Or if like Hatsume builds him like an Iron Man suit.
No, the Hulk. No, it should be like the Hulk Smasher at this point. How big it is.
You're fucking. You'll speed that into existence. Don't even make those jokes. Honestly, God.
No, but can you not imagine the suit with his hair like sticking out? You know, like the bunny, like the V-shaped head.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's I'm actually also trying to think if anyone. I can't think of any other like major heroes available.
Yeah, no, I can't either. I think they're all present, like, or dead at the moment. So.
Unbelievable.
Unless the principal comes out and does something. I don't know.
Oh my God! Don't. Maybe.
Wasn't like Snipe and that, and Cementos is still about.
Yeah,
as well.
I think they're still around because obviously they're at the school thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So I reckon maybe I don't know whether it'd be. I don't know. It's hard to say. But yeah, Cemento was definitely in the thing. But I don't know whether he might make an appearance. I don't know. It's hard to say because we don't even know who got trampled by Giganta.
No,
that's
true.
True.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Because like you said, like we don't even know what happened to Fat Gum and everyone else. And
that's what
like,
I mean. I reckon Fat Gum, like
even that lady in that.
I don't think they're dead, but I think they're just out. Like
yeah.
Maybe like some of the other schools turn up from the license exam.
Could you? I don't even know if you could. That is true. You could still have the other what's it? The wind. I forgot his name. The wind guy.
Inasa.
Yeah.
And then there's the Tremor geezer that looks like Deku with black hair.
Yeah.
I reckon that could be a good shout. That school could be in there.
Yeah. No, that would be sick actually, but I don't know what they do.
I don't know what they'll do, but it's still better than just having like present Mike.
Well,
I mean, like,
to be fair, like the students have been the MVP.
They've been the MVP, exactly. They've been more useful than half the heroes.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I don't know if there's anyone else.
That's all I can think of. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to say. We're like stretching it out as much as we can.
Like who else it could?
I think. Do
you reckon this is like a long shot, but Midnight, if she is alive, I don't know how.
If she's alive, her quirk is so useful.
That's what I'm saying. Could she put Giganta to sleep somehow? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
because the only reason she couldn't was because Compress stopped her.
Exactly, and she couldn't get up close. So, I reckon she could still be vital to this fight. I think people are just undermining it, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know, it's hard to say, but yeah. If you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, that's true. Oh, actually, we need to do ratings. What were we rating? It's a very short chapter, though.
It was a very short chapter.
I think
it was sad, and it was.
But it's so short. But I'll give it like 8.5. I did like it, but I feel like
an 8.
I think it was a bit short though for my liking.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8 as well. Like it was like sorting through stuff.
Yeah,
it was quite short. So
but like I said, still like they love leaving on cliffhangers, don't they?
Cliffhangers, yeah. Now I've got a 2-week break, so fantastic.
Yeah, like he's pulling at Oda now. Just
I know. The role's been reversed at the worst time.
Why? But yeah, if you guys enjoy that, check out our socials in the description. Check out our anime reaction reviews. Also check out our Philosophy podcast. And yeah, if you enjoy that, comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace.
Peace.